Let's take you now live to the Lebombo border post, which is congested with traffic leading into Mozambique. The Border Management Authority has been closely monitoring operations there over the past 2 months. Post-election violence in Mozambique prompted its temporary closure on several occasions. Now, Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala joins us live from there with an update. Nqobile, a very good morning to you. We've seen congestion at that border post for the last couple of days. At some point, it looks like it's easing up. How long, in terms of kilometers, are those freight trucks now lining up before the border post?
Just yesterday, Katleho was already over 14 kilometers. At night when we went to bed, the line was even much longer. So this morning, what you see there is just a reflection of those kilometers of trucks just standing in. Some of the people recounting that they've been here for over days, over 2 nights even. So people are concerned, of course, about the movement of trucks. But what we remember from BMA is that they did say that they're currently registering and servicing about 1,000 trucks per day. So the more that they add up here, that means the more they have to sort of wait. But at the same time, you'll remember it's the day before the 23rd where there's going to be the pronouncement of those results in Mozambique. So a lot of people from Mozambique are also making their way home with the concern that on the 23rd, that border is going to be closed, mainly because there has been discussions on Facebook, social medias, various social medias, and even messages that have been sent around talking about the fact that people will be sitting in court, in the council, trying to listen to those numbers to hear exactly who is the pronounced winner in that country in terms of elections. But there are people that are headed that side, so I want to bring them into this conversation to speak to us, of course, about their concerns. Ubusasixoxela nje ukuthi izinto ezenza ukuthi nize ngala ingoba nidinga umsebenzi. Yebo. Kwenzakalani ngale?
Umsebenzi ukhona mara xa ungafundanga nayo into ikunzima. And then futhi Nqobile idawazi usibona sikungena apha eSouth Africa. Sidawazi ngoku sifuna ukuya kuphi sekhaya siyalungisa isabona inkosi entsha ifakwayo. Anisele mama. So kusukela ekuseni silapha asikakachinix akunikudla kunamanzi manzi siyathenga le poti unibona le 20 rand for imanzi yabona akho shop apha ngoba ufuna imali sibuya nayo pha South Africa sizothenga kuphi and into ibole kakhulu ngone wasinike ichance siguduka sekhaya siyabona inkosi yethu izosivulela imisebenzi singaphinde sibuye South Africa asiyazi. Danke mama.
Manje baba nicabanga ukuthi kuzoba no president omusha ngale?
Hey, andazi la nto mara xa kube kunje nami ningavuya. Ewe mama. Thank you.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Those are some of the people that are quite hopeful. I want to walk this side because there are people who have been in the truck for quite some time, and I want to hear from those truckers to speak to us about that. Baba besecela ukubuza usuhlala isikhathi singakanani la?
Make lana sawubona kokuqala nje vele. Isikhathi lengicabanga ukuthi ngihledi sona lana kungaba ngi2 days la kule line. Sengispende 2 days la kule line still solongilwa ke eMaputo. Ngiloko lengikwadiko mama.
Kukulimaza ngani lokho baba?
Kungimanje nje make njengoba ngikhuluma nje kulo 2 days. Kugeza ngikwadi. Kudla ukuthi njengoba kumelana njengoba ubona iqueue so ngiyokuthenga kuphi angade emande kunatha kude nalombonako la lothengisa amande kunatha still solo ngifuna amande kunatha kuyangilimada kakhulu. Yes.
Manje baba into ejwayelekile ukuthi nihlala isikhathi eside angako kulayini?
Kakhulu make kujwayelekile more especially la kule ndlela lena leya eMaputo. Sometimes siyahlala go 2 days, sometimes siyahlala bo 1 days. The reason why njengoba ubona kunema traffic and police nematekisi bema tax patrol banokuba khona lana nabo bayasivimba singathi ukuthi mhlambeni basivimbeleni sigcine sesispenda le 2 days 1 days.
Nje okugcina nje baba njengoba kuthiwa kunomhla ka23 okuzobe announce ngawo ama results ngale Mozambique, ingabe nina njengabantu abashayelayo abaye eMaputo niyasaba noma ninalona iqhala lokuthi ningathinteka kulokho?
Kungimanje nje make njengoba ubona siya eMaputo siyathi ukuthi mhla ka23 maybe eMaputo kutawuba neproblem. Si stress njengoba silana silwela ukuthi mhlambeni masingathola ichance sikhona ukuhamba siyo offloaders bese sesiyabuya sikhona kuba safe kungakafiki lelanga labo le announcement. Ngiloko make siyalimala kakhulu.
Siyabonga kakhulu baba ngokukhuluma nathi. Well, Katleho, briefly, he's just explaining to us that he's been here for about 2 days where he's been waiting for the service for him to be able to basically clear the truck and be able to go into Maputo. You'll remember that this is the line where people go through Lebombo to Mozambique. This is to Maputo Harbour or port. This is where they are going to deliver various minerals. So a lot of freight industry does use this route to deliver those minerals. But at the same time, there are people that are going back to Mozambique, mainly for holiday purposes, but also to be home with their families. There's, of course, that concern for the 23rd of what happens when the results are, in fact, delivered or pronounced to that nation. I want to show you the traffic behind me. So these are 2 lines. You'll remember earlier when we crossed, we did talk about the fact that there are 3 lines of cars, but the police have now tried to manage to control that, with some of the people being turned back to go join the line. One of the major traffic issues in this route is that people will then join a 3rd line, and in that 3rd line they basically block an oncoming traffic, that traffic that is going to be leaving Lebombo going into South Africa, which makes the blockage quite a problem. So in this line where we are, we've got SAPS, as you can see behind us. These are various units that have been deployed here in Lebombo to assist with the traffic, because we do understand that in this festive season it becomes very busy in this area. We know that already BMA did say to us that they are registering over 14,000 people that are leaving the country going to Mozambique. So a very concerned Mozambican, but also they are talking about the fact that if there is a new president, that would be great for them. They are looking for a new chapter in Mozambique. But we do know that Frelimo was said to be the one that had won the election. We will hear more about on the 23rd. However, Frelimo has had about 49 years of being in charge in that country. So the question is, will Frelimo then lose that power and get the new person that will be in charge? And at this point, from our understanding, is that Frelimo is still in charge.
Well, we certainly do hope that that final declaration of the election results does not result in any more uproar within that region, and that traffic is able to move. That's Nqobile Madlala out in Mpumalanga giving us an update with regards to the Lebombo border post.